How's it going, guys? Bringer Platoon here, and welcome to another phenomenal game in World of Tanks Xbox One Edition. Today I'm going to be playing in the brand new Soviet Tier 10 medium tank, the Object 430U, with the giant alpha gun that belongs on a heavy, but it's on a medium that's very much like a heavy, so let's just get right into the statistics. 252 average penetration for the standard AP rounds, and 340 millimeters for the premium heat ammunition. Its top speed is 50 kilometers forward and 18 kilometers backwards. Its dispersion on the console version is 0.4, but on tanks.gg it's 0.38. Its alpha damage is 440 per shot. Let's see what else. It's got 400 view range, as all mediums do. Well, most all of them. Some of them get a little bit more. Its gun depression is a little depressing in itself, only 5 degrees, and its gun elevation is 18 degrees. It's it's pretty crazy when it comes to the armor. Flat on, with no angle, the upper plate is 200, and at the lowest possible point, 275 millimeters of protection. At the highest possible point, it's 290 millimeters of protection. This is on the upper plate of a medium tank, keep in mind. Lower plate is 170 millimeters thick, flat on. The original armor is 105 millimeters, and I forgot to mention the original armor of the upper plate is 160 millimeters. On the side, flat on, is 60 millimeters with 30 millimeters of spaced armor on the upper part of the side hull, and you can side scrape with this very effectively. It's pretty hilarious. The turret has flat on, again, no angle, 307, a little higher, and it gets to like 330 millimeters of protection. There's no top of the turret overmatch spot either, like there is on the Object 430, so that's pretty hilarious. Your two hatches are not weak spots, because one is like 278 millimeters of penetration on the flat part, and the other is 300 millimeters of protection. Did I say penetration on the other one? I meant to say protection. But yeah, all around this tank, it's not OP, because it's Russian, right? Yeah, no, you're wrong. So as you can see, I've gotten myself into a pretty hectic situation. Got a nice lucky snapshot there. We're facing a shit ton of tanks, or should I say that I'm facing a shit ton of tanks, and then one of my friends comes along and helps me out a little bit. Conqueror fires. I know I can put one into his lower hull really quick before he backs off and has a chance to reload. And as you can see, upper hull bounces a tier 9 heavy shell like it's nothing. And luckily the Object 268 had my back there with the Chinese tier 10 tank coming around behind me to flank. So thank God to him. Or hats off to him, I should say. E75 gets another pen because he's trying to hit me while I'm side scraping, and that's just not going to work out too well there, buddy. I will say during this replay I get extremely lucky in some instances, and then I also get, like, I'm getting flanked by that M103, I have to move. I know I can't finish off at E75. I know I can finish off this Conqueror, and it bounces! For whatever reason. Oh, that really set me off. Holy fuck, was I pissed off about that. But I know he missed me, and I had a chance to put one into him before he could shoot me again. And then the E75 bounces off my ass end track because he's bad and doesn't aim shots, and that allows me to put one more into him. And yes, I do have track repair as well as regular repairs on this vehicle just to maximize my track healing or repairing abilities. My turret's broken, by the way. It's very damaged. I don't know why I was like hard locking on that E75 during that engagement, but that was foolish. Although it is It's understandable in retrospect, just because I was dealing with a lot there, and having to look at the entirety of your surroundings while all that's going on is pretty hectic. So give me a break, I guess. I'm loading heat because I cannot afford to bounce any shots off this Maushin's lower plate. And I know 252 should be plenty to go through it, but if he angles a little bit, then I don't want to chance it, so I just load heat. Maybe it's frowned upon, maybe it's not, but like, there's 3 tanks in front of me. If these guys just keep advancing, this guy could probably put a shell into me, this Moshin, and I don't want that to happen. I know there's a T-30 flanking around behind me. There he is. I'm going to wait for this idiot to fire, really hoping. Yep, he bounces. Nope, was that the Jag Panzer E100? Okay, Moshin is gone. The Jag Panzer E100 just fired. T-30 is going to come around the corner, and what's he going to do? Fucking auto-lock me, because he's bad. Oh, yeah. I need 2 more shells into him. My friend puts a shell into him, and that makes him a one-shot for me. So I keep loading APs, because I'm not a heat-flinging fool. And I'm just going to load right back into heat, or do I? I think I stay with the AP rounds. But this is crazy. I didn't think I could do this in this tank safely, but I'm side-scraping against a Jagdpanzer E100. Okay, I put a shot into him. You're going to see him shoot at me and bounce off my side. In a medium tank, guys. Like, and then I biff one into the wall. Because I'm bad. I couldn't believe that I bounced that shot. I could not fathom why they would put this thing in the game. I love this tank. It's my new favorite medium tank, despite the Patton being better at, well, view range and accuracy and all that. But this thing has got 440 alpha for a medium tank. What are they thinking? Although I will say the accuracy is pretty debatable, because with Brothers in Arms, as well as Vents, and what else? The combat rations I have on here, I think it brings down. Let me just go into. Okay, so for tanks.gg, let's go into the stats for 0.38 dispersion. So that'll bring. What am I putting on here? Extra combat rations. Just that brings it down 0.01%. Let's pop on fucking vents or something. Where are you? There. Okay, yeah, that brings it down 0.02 dispersion. So instead of 0.40 dispersion on the console version, you're looking at about 0.38, which isn't terrible considering the crazy fucking alpha you get with this thing. But yeah, I load a high explosive for the Grill 15. It pays off because he's still out in the open. And then he goes behind this little dip. Good on him. And I'm just looking to get 10k damage here, folks. I am just looking to reach that threshold and try and get over 10k so I can throw this up and have people just be like, oh my god, I can't believe you did that well. But that's not going to happen because it's definitely not the highest damage I've ever seen in this tank. So, yeah, I'm pleased with the result of this game, even though I got, like, extremely lucky in the beginning, but they weren't aiming their shots, and I was more aware than they were. They very well could have rushed me and killed me in the beginning there, and as I said, I'm very tunnel vision-y right now. That light tank just died. I was aware that he was poking. I didn't think he would be able to reliably pen me in the side or the front, so I just kept trucking along to get that one more pen on that heavy tank, and then their last light tank dies to a shit barn. So that's the end of the game. And let's see, what did I do? Combined damage of what? Let's just wait for the stats here. Okay, fucking do math. 11,000. I'm just gonna round. 11,300 damage combined. Jesus Christ. Like, ugh. This is definitely the highest game I've ever had in a medium tank. And I think it's really just due to the fact that this thing can dish out so much more alpha than the standard medium. But I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Hope I didn't come off as too arrogant. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.